Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, where today we are doing the 36th episode of the 6-song roundup. I'm surprised that the 6-song roundup has been going this long. To be fair, I know it reaches up to at least episode 39 so far because I've got those all planned out ready to go, but you know, it's a fun little series I can do without constraining myself to one specific type of genre or anything. So, that being said, I think maybe this might be one of the most oddball batches of songs we've had yet. So, with that being said, let's just jump straight in to the 6-song roundup, episode 38. So, track 1 is by a band called Twilight Force, and this is their song Twilight Force. So, Twilight Force are like D&D metal. Some people call it adventure metal, but it's basically a subgenre of a subgenre, because it's like power metal, but then it's got like heavy D&D elements. So like they have their own world and lore that they've got. Each character dresses up as their character. They've got stat sheets in their albums and stuff like that. So, as somebody that plays D&D, I fucking love this band. It's fun. And this song is no different. So we get a quick, mighty, epic start up. Stellar guitar work and clean drumming backs up a smooth, epic vocal performance, as is the norm for Twilight Force. Like, you can always expect great instrumentation and really good vocals. The solos throughout are magical, the symphonic elements are charming and work well, and they're used to accompany the other elements of the song, are really well thought out and not overplayed, overused, or too far forward in the mix. Like, they are very much background symphony more than upfront in your face symphony style. Everything about this song is an absolute fucking blast. The music video is fun. Like I said, the lyrics are just talks about adventuring and stuff like that. It's really, really good. And if you haven't, I strongly suggest checking out Twilight Force. Any of their albums is a good listen. Their very first album is a little weak in like mixing and mastering, but it's still good. Other than that, I have nothing more to say about Twilight Force. So we move on to track 2. This is where things get a little weird. This is Street Soldier with their song Nonce Killers. This is about 3.5 minutes long. The opening line of "Time to Get Murderous" rings out immediately as soon as the fucking song starts. It's loud, it's brash, it's like northern hardcore beatdown, and honestly, is anything more English than calling someone a dirty fucking nonce? The bass lines that are used are thick and groovy. The drum work is just downright awesome. The guitars are perfect. There's like some really interesting stuff done where like they start building up using the line of "you dirty fucking," and then they keep like cucking you and bringing it back, and then they'll change like the flow a little bit, and then they'll do it again and go "you dirty fucking," and then they'll change it up a little bit again, and then they finally let it rip on the third time. Then they go like "you dirty fucking nonce," and then it leads into a breakdown. Lyrically, it is what it says on the tin. It's talking about, you know, killing nonces, corruption, you know, how someone that could kill a nonce would get longer in prison than the nonce themselves for diddling kids. It's a topic that is honestly not often done in music, I feel like. I feel like the only people I've heard singing about killing nonces is, you know, Street Soldier and Hunt the Predator, I think they're called, or Curb Stomp the Predator. I want to say there was one more band, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But yeah, what's not to enjoy? Moving on, we have track number 3, Stepfather Fred, I Am the Sea. This is a band that I've never heard of. I was drawn in by the weird name. I was like, Stepfather Fred, like what sort of fucking name is that for a band? That's odd. This song is like 5 minutes and just like 5 seconds long, but I think a fair bit of that might have been build up because I was watching the music video for this one and there was like a maybe 10-second like prelude before the song starts. You get some floaty light guitars to start, bass and drums come in and keep the beat moving along at a little bit of a quicker pace, and it picks up the pacing again when the vocals come in, and the vocals are like a two-toned attack. So for the like verses you get like these almost like floaty, sometimes like coarse, clean vocals, and then for the chorus it picks up and it's more like this gravelly, like rock-esque, like not quite to the level of like a gravelly voice of Chad Kroger, for example, but like slightly more toned down. And it's a really easy listening song. And you know, this is a band that again I've never heard of before, and this song has made me want to hear more of what they can offer. And if a lot of their songs are like this, then I will be impressed. Moving on then, we have track 4, which is by Malevolence, and this is Waste of Myself, which is 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Guitars off the rip, signature Malevolence vocals, and pounding drums all greet your ears almost immediately, like right at the door. This band never ceases to miss with a song. Every song is really, really fucking good. Each track is heavy, catchy, and frequently easy to remember, plus sing along to, which for a heavy band is no easy feat, I think. You know, each member of this group is an expert at what they do. Like, the vocals are just fucking great. They're not too overdone, they're not too underdone. They've obviously got several different tones that they utilise, and I've not heard anybody utilise tones like them other than them, if that makes sense. They can do like a slow song, they can do a faster song, like there's like thrashy elements, hard, like heavy elements, like it's really all encompassing, and they rep the UK metal scene so fucking well. Their newest album was fantastic. I'll probably do a full review on that at some point. Malevolence, they always blow it out the water no matter what they do. Track 5, we're going back to the well with power metal here, and we're looking at Glory Hammer and the Wasteland Warrior Hoots Patrol. This is like 5 minutes exactly, give or take. And we're back to fantasy power metal. We start with some electro elements behind drums and guitars and etc, etc. For the opening, the vocals are what you'd expect. They're like old school power metal style with a bit of like a Scottish twang in there, I think, because like that's what this band is all about. Like they've got like this sort of like fantasy, otherworldly Scotland that they sing about, where like there's fucking unicorns and jetpacks and fucking evil wizards called Zargathorax and the Hootsman, and It's just chaos. It's weird. I love it. You know, like I said, this one, the lyrics are about a nuclear winter, fucking goblins, dragons, and again, their titular character, the Hootsman, fighting off said goblins and dragons and riding through the nuclear winter on some sort of fucking Tron-like bike. It's a weird ride. The guitar solo is epic. The saxophone that accompanies it as well is just fun, honestly. Overall, it's just a dumb, fun song. And if you're into fantasy, metal, power metal, I really would recommend Twilight Force and Gloryhammer as great jumping in points. Gloryhammer as well frequently like to do deluxe versions of their albums, where the deluxe version will be accompanied by a full symphonic version of the album, and the symphonic versions of the album are some of the easiest listening I have had in my time in the metal, like power metal, especially stuff like, I have fallen asleep to some of the like symphonic renditions of their music. It's fucking great. And then from there we move on to track 6, which is Abigail Williams' Non-Existence, about 4.5 minutes. The opening here feels bleak, oppressive, whilst also being impressive, if that makes sense. Like, the guitars and drums slowly bring us into the chaos of the song when the vocals are kicking in. The vocals are very much what you would expect. They're like this black metal style. There's like this ebb and flow between the chaos and the like calmness. So the chaos is when the vocals kick in, everything just builds up, the speed, the guitars, the blast beats, the vocals, like everything all just like ramps right up. It's impressive. The held out vocals are awesome, and it's a lot going on, but honestly, fuck you know, it's great. Whilst I'm on the topic of this song, fuck me, the ending guitar work is so damn good. Honestly, I was listening to it last night and I was like, Jesus, this is an impressive way to end. It took me by surprise. I was like, holy shit. And this is off of their newest album, which again I probably will be doing a full listen through of at some point. And yeah, that is it. That is the 6-song roundup for today. The next video you will see me in is a 2 EP review with Crowmouth, The Stagnant Years, The Unraveling, and Sorrow Eater's Enlightenment. So I will see you guys then for that in a few weeks' time. And all that is left to say is remember to stay safe out there, my friends, okay? Goodbye.